Batman almost killed the man who murdered his parents. Or did he? The truth is, when I saw the Waynes coming down the alley, I knew who they were. These are the first words that come out of the mouth of Joe Chill, the person responsible for killing Bruce Wayne's parents and setting the boy towards a life of fighting crime. Batman sees this as he swings inside an empty, dingy theater. All the while, a live recording of Joe is projected on the silver screen. Now, guys, you might be wondering how all this started. Well, this story comes from a miniseries from DC's Black Label called Batman 3 Jokers. The main gist of it is that there are supposedly multiple Jokers in the DC universe. Not just 3, mind you, and of course, they're out to make Batman's life a living hell. But chief among this gaggle of grinning psychopaths are a trio of insane criminals. There's the one called the Comedian, who was responsible for crippling Barbara when he shot her in the gut. Then, there's the Joker simply named as the Clown, who was the villain who murdered Jason Todd, the second Robin, years before the events of this story. But the most sinister clown prince of crime of them all is the one who Batman has found himself coming face to face in this moment. He's known as the Criminal, and he's using Joe Chill as bait to draw out the Dark Knight. Ultimately, the Criminal plans on transforming Joe into another Joker, one that would be the ultimate manifestation of chaos in Gotham City, and of course, Batman's life. Batman. The Criminal reveals he's got a contingency plan should the Guardian of Gotham decide to foil his plan. Keep your distance, until I say so. You want to make a new Joker, and you think that's Joe Chill. At this point, Joker reveals the reason behind his grand scheme. And you know what, guys? It's something that's truly on brand for the Joker. Remember, the Prince of Knaves isn't some misunderstood crusader like Magneto. He's not a world conqueror like Darkseid. The Joker simply is the opposite side of the Dark Knight detective's coin. I want you to know why I'm making a new Joker, Batman. Because I want to mean more to you. You see what I mean? If nothing else, Joker believes, no, he knows that he's in love with the Bat. They're meant for each other, and it's what makes the whole rivalry between the two one of the most amazing hero-to-villain pairings in all of pop culture. Batman finally arrives at where Joker and Joe Chill are. The man who killed Bruce's parents is tied to a chair, and the clown prince of crime has a pulley that will help him turn the old 2-bit thug into a grinning psychopath. I need to be more. I need to be everything to you. He can do that. He can be the Joker who matters. He's a sick old man. That's all. Sick? I'm betting this little bath will put him in remission. A simple trade of physical health for mental health. Haha. The Criminal has Joe Chill suspended over a vat of the same chemicals that turned him into a psychopath. He prods Joe to tell him why he killed the Waynes all those years ago, and the old man admits that he was angry then. Angry that he had to live as a pauper knowing there are people like the Waynes who had everything. And Joe wanted to take everything from the Waynes that fateful night on Crime Alley. Batman tries to stop the Joker, but this just makes things worse for Joe Chill, as the Criminal accidentally loses his grip on the lighter he's holding, which hurls it down the chemical vat and ignites the whole place. But there's no stopping the Joker. This is still happening. Another criminal falls into the burning bath. Another Joker is born. Talk about dedication, right? That's one of the reasons we love the Crown Prince of Crime. He snips the rope keeping Joe Chill suspended above the vat, and the old man would have taken a deadly acid bath had Batman not been there. Because say what you will about the Dark Knight's whole grim and gritty shtick, but he's a superhero through and through. Ultimately, he uses his grappling hook to swing above the vat and scoop up Joe Chill just in the nick of time and knock the hell out of the Joker right after. And it's here that Joe finally comes face to face with the sins of his past, as Batman's looming figure approaches him. I know who you are. Joe might be a low-level thug, but he's no dummy. He realizes that he's basically responsible for giving birth to Gotham's greatest hero all those years ago, right at this very spot, Crime Alley. They talk about you in Blackgate. You know what I did there. Are you going to kill me? Like we told you guys, Batman might be one dour dude, but he has one rule. No. I deserve it. I truly am sorry. The crumbling rubble from the explosion the Joker caused almost crushes Joe, But again, Batman saves him. All the old man can do is thank the Dark Knight. No other words needed to be said. In the aftermath, after Bats and his team defeated all the Jokers, Bruce Wayne pays the dying Joe Chill a visit at the hospital and forgives him for the grave sin he committed against Bruce. If nothing else, this story isn't about finding the truth about who the real Joker is. It's about a man finally facing and coming to terms with the trauma he experienced as a child, and ultimately overcoming it. What did you think of Batman's confrontation with Joe Chill? Would you have done the same? We'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comments section below. As always, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications for more amazing pop culture stories. Only here at KRTV Marvel. See you guys soon.